Yo, it's your boy Key Nation. Feel free to join my nation. Now we about to talk about that Jon Jones versus Dominick Reyes fight. You know what I mean? That shit was really interesting for real, for real. I had Dominick Reyes winning the first three. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna be biased. You feel me? I'm just gonna tell you how I feel about that shit. Dominick Reyes should have won the decision for real, for real. Joe Rogan was talking about how the judges were just talking to each other, just looking at each other during the fight and shit. Like, who does that? Every single judge should get fucking fired for that decision, bro. One of the judges had Jon Jones winning 4 rounds to 1. Like, you fucking insane, bro. Like, hey, I was talking shit to Dominick Reyes, but like before the fight and shit, like I feel like he was being a dickhead leading up to the fight and shit. But I gotta give boy credit where it's due. You feel me? Gotta give him his respect. So like, there's a real problem in MMA with like if like a fighter gets taken down, it's scored so much more than like a barrage of strikes and shit. Like takedowns are very overrated in like in MMA. That's how Dominick Cruz been winning fights that he been getting his ass beat by his takedowns and shit. That's how Goverson earned the split decision with. Well, he lost the split decision, but he still had a split decision with Daniel Cormier because a fucking takedown he ain't do shit with. So it's a real problem. You feel me? I feel like championship fights, they should allow the fighter to leave no doubt during his reign. They should allow that to happen. Like, just fight to the end. I understand they have a limited time schedule of what they got to do and shit, but I feel like they should just let them duke it out until someone get finished. For real, for real. It's a real problem. Because a lot of these records out here you see people have, I'm pretty sure that it won't look the way it do if it was like really like that. You know the one boy that had the knot on his head when he getting fucked up by Jose Aldo, but then he came back, started beating Aldo's ass. I feel like he would have won that fight, but you know what I mean. He got saved by the bell. Then, like I'll be damned if a man, like you feel me. I'll be damned if I'm just sitting there getting my ass beat by a man. Now I'm coming back beating his ass and shit. Then they don't even let me get a chance to like finish that. Like you feel me? Like, it's a real problem. Dominick Reyes was digging in Jon Jones' ass for the first 3 rounds. You feel me? A couple of times Jon Jones like he was rot. He was about to get finished. It kind of looked like that a little bit. Like Jon Jones has really underrated head movement in that fight though. He was dodging a lot of shots that people don't think he would be able to dodge. He was doing a good job, but you know the recipe to beating Jon Jones is fucking. Like, you know what I mean? Don't keep moving forward. Don't keep moving backwards. You need a perfect balance. The first fight with Goverson, that's a perfect example. You see how Goverson was not, he didn't keep on moving forward. He didn't keep moving backwards. He was having a balance of that. He was kept on moving around, bouncing. And Jon Jones had to play the guessing game. But in the second fight, Goverson was being a meathead. He was being a dumbass. He was like, I just got to pressure Jon Jones. You think nobody tried that? DC tried that twice. He lost twice. So Goverson's going to try to do the DC thing, keep moving forward. Then he got his ass beat. But Dominick Reyes understand the brilliance that Goverson had in the first fight. He understood that. He didn't let Jon Jones get off when he was running around in the cage and shit. He followed up and kicked him in his head. He didn't let him get off the hook. Like, Jon Jones had trouble keeping the distance. But the last 2 rounds, Jon Jones always turns up with the last 2 rounds, bro. He was digging in Dominick Reyes' ass. Because the style of beating Jon Jones comes with a cost. You always got to move around. You can never be stationary. You always had to bounce around. And that drains your stamina. That's why this fight looked like a repeat of Jon Jones versus Goverson. You know, Jon Jones losing at first, and then he comes back. Dominick Reyes was just as tired as Goverson was in the first fight. You know what I mean? I feel like that's just how it is, man. You gotta be in stellar shape to keep that pace up. There's only one way to beat Jon Jones. That's the Goverson Dominick Reyes way. There was a lot of controversy. Like Jon Jones had a few controversial fights. The first Goverson fight, I feel like Jon Jones clearly won that fight. The Santos fight, I feel like he clearly won that fight too. But this fight, I feel like the judges should have gave it to Dominick Reyes. I know it sucks to say that. I'm a Jon Jones fan and shit, but yeah. But they should have gave it to Dominick Reyes and that shit. But I think the judges should not be in the equation of any title fight. Any. I think they should duke it out to the end. Hey, Key Nation, peace out.